As you know, the abuse of alcohol has been an issue in this country, but particularly in central Kenya. And NACADA is there this morning releasing a report on the prevalence of abuse of alcohol in the region. And our Martin Munene joins me now live from Murang'a with details on this. He's in Nyeri, excuse me. So please, Martin, I don't know if you've had a look at this report. What does it say? There's been many attempts at stemming this vice in the region.
All right, very good morning from Murang'a County, and like you rightly put it, we've just come from the NACADA offices behind me, and we've obtained a report on the number of clubs or bars licensed in this particular region, Murang'a County and others. But they were quick to add that since the registration or the licensing of clubs or bars was moved to the county government as it is a devolved unit, then they have not had enough control or as much control as they would have wanted to. For example, Central Region has been largely affected by the issue of drugs, and especially the issue of alcohol the issue of alcohol in this region. For example, in Murang'a County, according to this report, there are 1,778 registered bars, and we have been told that last year there were over 2,000, but following crackdowns that have been ongoing in this particular region, then that number has dropped to that current number of about 1,778. But at the same time, Murang'a is actually leading in this particular region. It has 1,867 bars that are registered. But a quick comparison with counties that are considered to be in this region but are not necessarily within the Mount Kenya political bloc. For example, Isiolo has only 65 registered bars. If you can compare that, or if you can compare the licensed bars in Isiolo, that is only 65, and compare it with Murang'a that has 1,867. That is 1,800 more bars in Murang'a County compared to Isiolo County, and that's around 1,700 more bars in Nyeri County compared to Isiolo. Laikipia comes at 536 bars. Nyandarua has 697. And when we look at the distributors who are actually licensed in Nyeri County, we have 38. In Murang'a, we have 48. In Isiolo, we have only 3. And when we go to Laikipia, we have more distributors there. We've got 56 distributors. Then there are counties, for example, Embu, Tharaka Nithi, and Meru. We do not have the statistics for those 3 counties. In Embu, it states here that investigations or inspections are ongoing. When we go to the Tharaka Nithi, he says, this report says that there is no data there, and Meru, they say that they were not able. It actually written that it was declined, the information was declined. But before we went on air, we were also able to speak to the county board that has been tasked with the responsibility of licensing this particular operations within the county, and they say that these numbers are lower, or the numbers that they have are slightly lower than this particular report. But it's an interesting thing that an interesting story, and we're going to be following up on this particular issue, considering that there was a crackdown that was ordered to weed out illegal liquor in the county, and at the same time to weed out counterfeits of the same products in this particular county. And we know that it has been a problem in this particular region or region. We've seen, for example, in Kiambu County, efforts to rehabilitate people who are actually addicts. We've seen protests even in here in Nyeri County, where especially women have come out to say that men have abandoned their roles at home and their roles as husbands because they have been, quote unquote, addicted to the bottle, or they prefer to be in dens, drinking dens, than being at home. And it's a story, of course, that is developing that we'll be following up to see, if anything changes. But in Nyeri County, we understand that over 1,778 bars are actually licensed to operate. From Nyeri County, taking back to you in studio, I'm Martin Munene.